Hello, today I'm going to show how to use Insight. I'm going to use the desktop as if I'm teaching in the classroom. So this is the decompressed file folder of Insight VIT. I'm going to click on it, and that gives me all the files contained in that folder. There is a particular file which says start Insight VIT. I'm going to click on it, and that initiates the loading of Insight VIT, which takes a couple of seconds. Once you have that, this is the control panel. As you can see, we are using Insight version 2.5.1. There are two windows of Insight. The top window is the window we are going to use for time series analysis, but you'll be using the visual inference tools especially with the confidence interval, bootstrap confidence interval construction, and sampling variations. So let's get on with the work. Let's click on Run Insight, which will take some time. You got to have a little bit of patience, because if you are impatient, possibly you can cause a little bit of trouble with loading process. Okay, still waiting. The Insight, as I said, you got to remember this is version 2.5, and this is the startup window. There are two portions of the window. Left portion is the data entry portion. The right window will give you the detailed graphing functions. So we click on File, Import Data, Local File, Open. I want to get some data. There are number of data. One of the very important thing you need to remember, for Insight to function properly, you have to have the Microsoft Excel CSV file. So if the file is not CSV, you got to convert that file to CSV file. These are the time series folders. I'll try one of these. And I can see so many files. These are the PDF file with lots of informations about the data. Okay, that seems to be interesting. Say I would like to know about the air passenger New Zealand, their sort of traveling habit. So I click on this file, which is, as I said, it's a CSV file, Microsoft Excel CSV file. Then I go OK, and as you can see, the data is already entered. If you want to see all the variables, you simply go for View Variables, and you can see there are three distinct variables over there. N stands for numeric variable, C for categorical variable. These are purely numbers. These are the variables which describe certain thing, like the color of the car or something like that. Now, one other thing you need to remember, the time series graph, the horizontal variable has to be always time. So it has to be date, which is a categorical variable. As you can see, within bracket it says C, but we don't have to worry about it. The moment we go for the advanced function and the time series function, automatically the software will sense what sort of information it needs for the horizontal variable. Only thing we need to do is we need to give certain kind of command or information to the time series plotting, whether I want to go for the arrivals or departures. Say, well, we would like to know at the moment we are interested in arrivals, because we want to know how many passengers on the average is arriving to New Zealand. That could be one of the interesting point. But the thing is that before we start deciding on the vertical variable, that means the dependent variable, we got to make sure we do a bit of research to understand the background information about that particular variable. So we in future will talk about the importance of research in this particular topic. So okay, we want to select advanced feature, we go for time series, and as I said, I am going to select arrivals, click on arrivals, and it turns into blue highlighted color, which tells me that the dependent variable is going to be arrivals of passenger, whether it's in thousands of passengers or just the number of passengers. You got to be very careful about the variable. Now this is interesting. This is the later addition on Nzite. In fact, the model can be either additive or it could be multiplicative, depending on the situation. I will further talk about the additive and multiplicative model in future, because that will give us some idea about different sort of models we might be needing for a special kind of data. So let's go for additive model. One of the things we need to do is the Y label, because we need to give this information, get this information for the graph. We call it arrival of passengers right. Okay, so now we move into time series plot. If we want to do the animation, it'll take some time. As you can see, well, it'll gradually sort of fill up one of the very important lines, but it's a gradual process, right? So as you can see, the raw data has been connected, and one of the interesting thing about the time series, these dots, the neighboring dots are connected with a straight line, not curved. It's not a function, so we need to be very careful with that. We can stop the animation and go straight to the time series plot. So now we have the black original curve, which is our raw data. Raw data means no mathematical work has been done, operation has been done on it. It's just a purely well observed data. But the thing is that this particular red line, curvy for this one, is a very important thing. On the first session we talked about the trend of a particular time series is very important. So this is the trend line, which is overall on the average. Typically it's sort of giving a gradual upward trend. I think at this point I'll stop, because otherwise the video is going to be too long, and later we are going to talk about the decomposition and the season plot and forecast, and there are other functions like say comparison of 2 or 3 different time series data. So I'll stop there, and I will thank you for listening and watching the video. Thank you.